I want to know about this. This is funny. Asia's loneliest generation. Uh-oh. Here we go. So you got people are simping on a totally different level nowadays. I'm telling you guys, like, we have people are so lonely, it's getting scary. Down bad, yeah. Like the down bad level of the world now is dangerous.
Morning, welcome back. Always great to see you. Funny thing is, when I swiped your card, it said insufficient funds, so I'm gonna go.
Oh, that's
Okay,
the
so-
OnlyFans experience.
Paying someone for love or companionship isn't a new revolutionary concept.
Yeah.
We've been doing it for generations. Back in the day, in ye old brothels, if the price is right, Drew Carey would materialize out of thin air with a wheel of potential friends you can spend the night with. Things have definitely...
I had a friend of mine. Basically, he went to Thailand, and so because he's in the Navy, and he said that they would give them out. Like, it was crazy how they would have these. Do I have like a book or something? Yeah, I got a book. And so they would give you like a little book, right? And so, and it would show the pictures of the girls, and it would show like the kind of stuff that they'll do. It's like a menu. Yeah, it is like a menu. It's like how big their boobs are, like how tall they are, everything like that. And they would just give you one, and he can just, it's wild. I know. Yes, it's crazy.
changed over the years. What is revolutionary is Asia coming up with new, interesting ways to monetize these relationships. They saw a gap in the market of lonely singles in your area and filled it with the hottest people and non-people you'll ever see. All we need is your name, ID, and the last 4 digits of your credit card.
There's
services that let you rent a boyfriend or girlfriend to scratch that relationship itch you've been having, where you can eat a meal and spend quality time together as couples do. After your allotted time is up, you just move on with your day as usual. No need to deal with all the drama of being in a relationship.
That's crazy, right? Like, we're really going somewhere special, huh? That's so damn sad. Yeah. That's right.
Experience where you get to interact with many attractive hotties in one sitting. Check out these NPC theme parks. Asian guys who look like they came straight out of a video game are just strolling around, waiting for you to hit the A button so they can start their NPC dialogue with you.
Yep.
Well, now that I'm looking closer, not a whole lot of talking going on. Oh my god.
That's right. This is what they do over there. What the fuck is this?
Fast forward. Hey, good on these guys for being able to do this without laughing. Me as an NPC, a tired innkeeper, or an old maiden type of wizard.
Did you put your name on the goblet of fire?
Okay, what if you hate outside? Dealing with the hassle of commuting somewhere and interacting with...
This is weird, to be honest. Nah. See, what they're doing over there is what we're going to do over here. We're going to do this over here, too.
These AI husbandos and waifus, the perfect significant other, since they can be anything you want.
It's like
cute,
10%.
funny, available to talk to at any time of the day. Plus, they don't smell or have to go number 2. Oh, lucky.
Babe, can you teach me Chinese?
Of course, little kitten. Let's start with something simple. For example, hello in Chinese is ni hao. Say it back to me,
I knew
babe.
that one.
Ni hao.
Damn, that sounded perfect. You're a natural, babe. Now,
Is anyone blushing? Why am I blushing?
Video games, where the main appeal is a big roster of attractive characters, have gotten a big boost in popularity lately. Genshin Impact, the otome genre
See, this is this game, bro, like
Love and Deep Space, raking in the big bucks in double digits. I'm talking like 30 million USD in just 1 year. These sexy
and this game, I actually knew a girl that played this game recently, and she said it was actually kind of boring because I was curious what it was like. Now, I never played it myself.
Of pixels can already retire at 8 months old. Damn, what are these people paying for? Must be really engaging with fun gameplay mechanics, maybe?
It's not.
The only thing I see is great gowns, beautiful gowns.
You shouldn't do that.
And last but not least, the most lucrative form of capitalizing on parasocial relationships is the live streaming industry. We've seen it time and time again. Entertainment.
That's right. No, that's why you get all these weirdos that are getting attached to these girls on the internet. It's really, it's impressive, honestly. It really is. It's impressive. People like to do that.
who lock in for 8 hours, 7 days a week, that end up cultivating a super loyal fan base to support them, which eventually leads to some fans getting overly invested in their favorite streamer. So after normalizing these parasocial relationships fueled by capitalism, chat, as a society, are we cooked? Yeah, maybe, but not all the way. Medium rare at most. People are feeling lonelier.
I think it's probably better that the guys have like a parasocial, because like the thing is that right now we're in like a weird time period where you don't have AI that's good enough to where like you can fall in love with the AI and like just deal with that. And so you have to be stuck with a real girl, which causes a lot of problems, right? Because like sometimes you stalk them and then you go to jail, or they get older and you don't like them anymore. And so that's bad. And then what else besides that? They get a boyfriend, and then so now you fucking hate them now. It's bad. It's real bad. Sometimes, yeah.
And lonelier every year. Going out, meeting people naturally and actually becoming friends with them is a lot easier said than done. On one side, it's cool seeing people find new ways to fulfill their social needs. Sure, these types of relationships aren't the norm, but if it's between two consenting people with healthy expectations,
I think that it will become more the norm, and it will become increasingly more unhealthy. I do. I think this is the future. The future is a bunch of people that are becoming emotionally attached to reassurance and attention from something that's fake.
Aren't a replacement for real life interactions, then we good.
Yeah, you want to see a harem anime? Go to the Animal Kingdom.
It's not good. As with all human experiences, there's a science behind it. Even with gifting money during a live stream, the live aspect makes it feel like this is a normal person within reach compared to an A-list celebrity behind 55 bodyguards and 55 PR people. It's all in real time, so there's a higher chance the streamer you're supporting will notice you. And if you consistently show up during their streams, you'll build that dopamine-inducing rapport with them. You give them the money and they give you a thank you.
They say thanks.
Thank you so much for the song.
God. Dude, Ninja used to be so funny.
Oh my god, guys.
It also feels like you're in an exclusive little community full of people with the same interests as you. Like a sports team or a D&D group that gets together every week. Except the activity is one person entertaining everyone. There is a slippery slope with this type of environment. It's a breeding ground for people who are chronically online, using these relationships to replace real ones. Situations where someone goes overboard with their affection towards a one-sided friendship. Like that man who sold his baby for $16,000 to a couple looking to adopt, and then blew all of that money on tipping live streamers. He was arrested afterwards, since this whole thing was very illegal. He traded in his—
if you get paid $16,000 for it, I feel like that's kind of winning. I mean, is this guy really a loser, or is he a winner? I feel like he's the only one that's coming out ahead. I mean, really, like, damn, he didn't even have to, like, that's because he's a guy. He sold a child? Oh, right. That's, because you're not supposed to do that. Okay, all right, let's pretend like we give a fuck. Oh, wow, that's so terrible. Oh, no. Oh, God.
Child like a rare Pokemon card, only to end up broke and in jail. Just because you can have a kid doesn't mean you should have one. You can't even relax, even as a baby. Gotta lock in at all times. Lonely people are an easy target for these types of business models, where you have someone keeping you company in exchange for money or your time. There is promise of a type of intimacy when you become an influencer you interact with daily. Sometimes it's scary, seeing how easy it is to escape from the sucky parts of life just by using the internet. Kongto, a 32-year-old fan, lives at home.
There it is. Yep, he's cooked. He's done. It's over. It's already over for him. He's done.
With his parents in Miaolai, Taiwan. Having never kissed a girl, Kongto feels more capable of expressing love to a live streamer on the internet than to a woman in real life. He watches his favorite live streamer.
No, it makes sense. I can relate. It's 100 filters. No, she's real. No, guys, she's real.
Tong in private, fearing his parents' reaction if they learn of his habit. Becoming a fanboy or a fangirl is a lot more accessible now since we all have computers and phones. You can fall down a rabbit hole of a random
you look like, I mean, if you go over and you pull up any of this, like just chat, there always are going to be like, you got to usually scroll down a bit, but like there are the girls that, you know, like this office worker, man. Oh, wow. Let me be your favorite girl gamer. For sure. There's a lot of them. But, oh, happy day. Look at that. then there's so many of these people that do this.
To me, I got my own to worry about. There is, however, still a bit of a negative connotation when you hear someone say they're a fan of watching live streams. They sort of have a brand image to uphold. Here, check out this live stream watcher starter pack. Dark, dingy basement, bed rotting, hasn't left room all day, minus 50 in social skills, not a single drop of water was consumed since yesterday. Dab me?
Fat.
I think what's closer to reality is people watching live streams more casually, or they'll have it on in the background where they're not interacting with it 100% of the time. Kongto.
No, that's how you get that parasocial shit built up, right? Because like at that point, like you're on that second monitor and it's like they're your friend and you're listening to them. You want to know when I watch live streams? When I pull up my own VOD. Straight up. Like I've never watched live streams ever.
Is one of many bachelors who watch live streams to combat loneliness. This is especially prevalent in Asian countries, where many young men must leave their family villages for work in city factories. Without a familiar face for miles around, they turn to live streams to make their new environment less isolating.
That's
if this helps, then good. On the other hand, it's kind of like an illusion of socially connected.
See, hopefully when J.D. Vance runs for president and he wins, then we can have government-mandated girlfriends.
With someone.
The state
really
issue
depends
girlfriend
on each person's situation and how reliant they are. Will they have a full-on breakdown if their favorite creator gets snapped away, or will the world keep turning for them? At the same time, might these live streamers be using their fans' loneliness to exploit them for profit? Well,
they absolutely are. Girls do this shit all the time. There's plenty of girls who are in relationships that don't say it because it's bad. People won't like them as much. Like that's just how it. I mean, that's how it is in K-pop. That's how it is in all kinds of idol culture. Like, of course they do that. I mean, like. You think about it, do you want to make $5,000 or $15,000? Well, you want to make $15,000, right? Because it's more money. And so...
Sorta, kinda. Possibly yes.
今天给大家讲一下怎么样走进土豪的世界。我相信每一个主播其實都想要多拉幾個土豪用戶吧，然後提高自己的銷售。
Yeah.
Although, it does take two to tango. No one's forcing you to give away all your life savings.
No, these girls, like, they really get into this. It's actually crazy how much they get into this.
Things just for a chance to be noticed, but it's also scummy to zero in on emotionally vulnerable people. It's like this giant spectrum. There's a lot of online personalities with super fans who support them.
If you are a girl and you're on the internet, you're manipulating men. That's just it. That's the way it is. If you are a girl and you're streaming, you are doing a GFE whether you want to or not. And the reason for that is because there's a lot of weird, fucked up, dumb guys out there that are into that. And they're going to watch it. You can tell them it's not, and they'll say, yeah, but she doesn't mean me. Because they're stupid. That's it. Going to get clipped out of context? There's no context to be added. It's just a fact. People might not like it's a fact, but there's a lot of times people tell me I'm an asshole, but there's very few times people say I'm wrong.
In recent news, a man in China took things too far when he became obsessed with a streamer. And not in the fun Mariah Carey song type of way. Mr. Hong, a simple fellow who ate plain steam buns every day so he could save up money. Not for bills or on a down payment on a house, but to send his favorite streamer in the form of gifts and tips, which ended up costing him around
100,000 USD?
Okay,
that's right.
Choices were made,
that's right.
Funds were eaten, money was spent. We can feel bad for him, but ultimately it's his responsibility to budget his finances. I think we overspent a little bit here. How about we...
I don't ever blame it on the girls. I think that if you get preyed on by a girl like this, you an idiot.
Back on the buns. At least he wasn't blindly donating.
Lizards.
He did have an end goal. Mr. Hong wanted to hear his favorite streamer call him brother.
Uh-oh.
Hell yeah, brother. Streams will usually have a ranking metric that shows the amount people have donated with the highest gifters at the very top.
They do.
If you're the big dog who's spent the most money, there's more weight to what you have to say. These are referred to as big brothers in China. And the streamer will usually prioritize keeping these rich fans around by giving them more attention. And when you think about it, the one with the most power isn't the streamer themselves, but the person with the most money. All communities will have some sort of hierarchy, even within fandoms. The older brother term in Asia doesn't always mean someone who's blood related. None of that weird King Charles II with the loose jaw stuff going on here.
Nope.
It's like when a girl calls an older guy oppa in Korean or oni-chan in Japanese. These can be terms of endearment you say to a close friend or to someone you're familiar with who's older than you. Even in casual settings around strangers. Social hierarchy is really important in Asian countries because it shows respect. Mr. Hong just wanted a really expensive Big Brother shout out, which he probably could have gotten on sale somewhere else. So when 100,000 USD wasn't enough to get Mr. Hong his brother title, he started to steal copper materials from his family's business to sell for extra cash. It got to the point where he
Bro, this guy's playing Rust. He's taking his shit to the recycling station. What's going on?
300,000 USD and sent every last penny to the streamer, which was basically his family's life savings. Looking into this gave me a jump scare at how common these cases are. Although there are a lot of people who do have the extra money to spend.
也是心理寂寞吧，然后就需要一个精神的寄托。是一般是一言不合先刷礼物，进来。
He comes and works in the live.
什么也没跟你说，就觉得他其实。
Dude, there it is.
From an outside perspective, it's easy to look at these people and feel bad for them. But paying for companionship is really a case-by-case basis. There are healthy ways.
Yeah, there are cases where somebody is a loser, and then there's other cases where they're a simp. It really depends.
To include parasocial relationships into your life so it ends up in a net positive. I invested a lot of my time and money into content creators, artists, and K-pop idols who don't even know I exist. And I'm totally fine with that because they're providing me with entertainment and comforting background noise. What helps me from becoming too chronically online is making sure I get up and go outside at some point. The perfect ratio is 1 real-life interaction for every 5 attractive game character or online interactions.
This your exclusive?
Let's see, do I have that? I probably have the opposite. I have to have 5 human interactions for every game interaction. It's awful.
That sounds sus, since I made it up. Just go outside and talk to human, okay? No. But before you do that, don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoyed yourself.
Do not do that, guys.
That's 1 more food for the YouTube algorithm and 1 more engagement for me. Have a good day, try not to be dumb, and see you in the next one.
You're popular. I've always... It's kind of weird. People might not really expect this, but like growing up, I always had a lot of friends. I was never a kind of guy that had trouble making friends or fitting in. And I remember after I graduated high school, I told my mom, I said, I don't want to talk to anyone for a whole year. I spent fucking 12 years of this shit. I don't want anybody coming over. I don't want anybody trying to talk to me. I'm just going to sit in my house for a year, and then maybe after that, I'll talk to people again. And she says, okay. And that was it.